All right. So on the program this morning, we are looking at marine insurance as a crucial lifeline for cargo shipment in Nigeria. And joining me on the phone line this morning is a specialist in this regard, Mrs. Felicia Mustapha is the head. She's the head Marine and Aviation Technical Division at Linkage Assurance PLC. She is also the past chairperson of the Marine Officers Committee of the Nigerian Insurers Association, NIA. Madam, it's nice to have you back in the studios. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Victor.
I know you were here some 2 years ago.
Sometimes, yes, yeah.
And we were talking marine insurance at that time too.
Yes.
All right. So the current quarter of Insurance Digest has touched on several aspects of the insurance industry, propelled by nothing else other than the zeal to actually educate and empower the listening public. So how would you describe this campaign, this advocacy program, so far so good, Mrs. Mustapha?
Well, thank you very much. The insurance advocacy program really has been remarkable. Trying to enlighten the public and building their confidence is something that is remarkable. And this is a thing that will enable the insuring public to have confidence in the insurance companies. And then when we even look at the youth, the younger generations are getting better informed, in insurance, and they are embracing it. So to me, very soon we are going to be having insurance as part of our culture.
Right.
You understand?
It will become part of us very soon.
Very soon.
With advocacy programs like this, right?
Yeah, yes.
All right. Let's come to the focus of today's program then. What is marine insurance? Talk to my listener.
Okay. Marine insurance is a contract between the insurance company, which we regard to as the insurer, and the insured, where there's an undertaking by the insurer to indemnify the insured when there is an incident, that has to do with marine losses, which is incident upon the marine adventure.
Okay.
So we're talking of it's not just any loss. It has to be a marine loss that is incidental to the marine adventure.
All right.
And this can be in form of a ship. It can also be in form of cargo. So for marine, when we're talking about marine insurance, we have two forms of marine insurance operating in Nigeria: the marine hull and the marine cargo. All
right, we'll talk about those forms. But what are the perils or perhaps the risks that are associated with the sea or perhaps the air that needs to be insured?
Yeah. Okay. Good. We have majorly, let me just mention the major ones. We have fire while at sea.
Okay.
When there's a fire incident on the sea, is a peril that is covered by the marine insurance. We also have earthquake, explosion. We have collision. If there's a collision between the vessel and an object on the sea, or even collision with another vessel on the sea, this peril is also covered. We can also have sinking of the vessel entirely.
Okay.
We can also have a vessel being grounded, while at sea. All these are covered. Even jettisoning while you on the sea is also covered by marine policy.
Right. What about risk in the air as well?
Yes.
Is it covered too?
Yes, it's covered. If a consignment is on the air, yes, it's covered. We have a specialized clause for cargoes that are coming by air.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's also covered as well.
Yes, it's covered.
And is that the reason why it is called the contract of indemnity?
Yes, marine insurance is actually a contract of indemnity up to the extent of the loss that is suffered by the insured.
Okay, so all right. So for those who are listening to us and they might not really understand, we know that most part of international trade is carried by the waterways, and even we also have substantial part of that being done by the air too. So I would like you to just give us some kind of examples or scenarios of what could likely happen when transporting goods on the high seas. Talk to me.
Okay. All right. So, like I earlier mentioned that when we are talking of marine insurance, we have two forms of marine. We have the marine hull, we have the marine cargo. So the scenario I would like to paint now is the type that will cover both, that will be covered under the marine hull and as well under the marine cargo. Okay, so I'm going to paint a situation whereby you have a consignment on the vessel. When a vessel is being is moving from China.
Right.
We get a lot of our importations from China. So I'm using this China. So when on the high sea from China, a vessel is being laden with a lot of many containers, they carry different types of consignment, it can be bulk cargo, it can be anything. Also, so why in the course of that, this vessel may be struck by, can hit a rock, like we said, or heavy storm. Let's look at heavy storm now.
Okay.
And the captain, the captain at that time is the one in charge of the voyage. So it's the captain that will look and say, okay, and confirm that, okay, there's this situation that is going to put the voyage at risk. So the captain will now look at it and said, I need to dispose some of the containers. So when the captain now gives order that please dispose some containers, they throw off some of these containers at sea, we call that a jettison.
Okay.
So in that course, any of the clauses, any of the policies or insurance policies on that voyage will come to play. Okay. So in this case now, some consignment has been jettisoned now.
That's right. So
this consignment belongs to some people. You understand? And at the end of the day, the voyage is saved. They all arrived Nigeria safely. So, but the owner of either of those containers that were jettisoned, also, we have to come and make a claim.
Yeah.
From the insurance. So you guys will
compensate them?
So yes, the cargo owner will compensate them, and then the owner of the vessel, the insurance for the vessel too, we also compensate them. So that's where we call them a general average.
Wow.
So that's why I decided to bring the two.
Which is very, very good. So how significant is marine insurance to international trade? Talk to my listeners.
Marine insurance is very, very important. First of all, if you look at IMO, the International Maritime Organization's record,
all right,
it states that 90% of the consignments are actually movements of consignments are actually done through the sea.
That's right.
And so because of that, you can see that maritime activities increase a lot, higher than air.
Okay.
Air movement of consignment.
That's
right.
And
because these activities increases, of course, it also exposes the insurance company. It exposes a lot of these transactions to a lot of risk. While at sea. And so because of that, that if there is no insurance company, we know quite a lot of capital are actually invested in these businesses.
That's right.
It's capital intensive. So without insurance, the owner will be afraid of doing business internationally. Even when we look at financials, the bank and financials, they also have confidence when they know that there's an insurance in place for some of these consignments. So it's easy for them to release fund to finance some of these transactions.
Is marine insurance compulsory?
Yes, I would say marine insurance is compulsory in Nigeria.
Okay.
Why? Because we actually have in Nigeria, we have a local legislation that actually impacts marine.
Okay.
And that is the Insurance Act of 2004. Section 67 subsection 1 now, which states that insurance of imported goods into Nigeria must be insured by insurance company that are registered under the insurance
So Act. If I bring any consignment I must put insurance on it.
And you must put insurance on it. And so even confirm that, you've noticed that the banks, the central bank, not to enforce this provision of the act, they make sure that insurance is part of the document
that is required
to process a Form M.
And
after that, when you've processed Form M, the consignments arrive now. The customs are also still waiting.
So they will check it.
They will check that you have insurance.
So if I escape one route, another route, I'll be caught.
Yes.
Wow.
You're caught.
Okay. All right. So from what you see, are people really making good use of marine insurance in Nigeria? Those that import, from what you see?
Well, with this, with this compulsory nature,
people have no choice.
They are.
Okay. All right. Which is good. So who needs a marine insurance?
Well, let me put it this way. I already said if you are importing your goods.
Okay.
So an importer, generally an importer, but these importers can be manufacturers. Manufacturers that requires either raw materials or equipment or whatever things to put their manufacture their products here in Nigeria. They require it. They require insurance. So I just put that importer as a broad
heading.
Yes.
All right. So, but for those who let's say we look at it, those who buy things online. Let's say I want to buy something from China or something. I order it from abroad and all that. Would I have to pay insurance on it as well?
If that you order, but you are still going to move it, don't forget.
Right.
You order, fine.
But it has to be shipped.
You have to move it through the sea.
Right. So while it's being shipped, I have to pay.
You still have to pay.
All right.
Your freight and everything, and put everything in place.
All right. Mrs. Mustapha, I've often heard people say that, I've heard insurance experts, they talk about the fact that insurance are for those that have insurable interests, right? That for you to insure anything, you must have an insurable interest, right?
Yes.
So who has an insurable interest in a marine shipment, for instance?
Of course, marine insurance also requires that you have insurable interest.
Okay.
Insurable interest is the basic principles of insurance, so it cuts across. And for marine, anybody that has anyone that has a financial relationship with the subject matter has insurable interest. So you can actually insure.
All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Insurance Digest is the program. And this morning, we're looking at marine insurance as a crucial lifeline for cargo shipment in Nigeria. And my guest, who's a specialist in this regard, Mrs. Felicia Mustapha, Head Marine and Aviation, as well as Technical Division for Linkage Assurance PLC, past chairperson of Marine Officers Committee for the Nigerian Insurers Association, NIA, is taking us to the classroom this morning. We're going to take a short break right now. When we return, she will talk to us more on the benefits of this particular kind of insurance, and you can also join the conversation as well. 080-99120-777 or 091-5387-7127. A brief break. We'll be back.
Oh, see what you have done now. You have damaged my car.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I hope you have a good motor insurance.
Yes, I have a third-party motor insurance that will take care of all the repairs.
In fact, the benefits of third-party motor insurance have increased. First, the limit to claims for damages to third-party vehicles has been increased. Secondly, when you get your third-party motor insurance, you automatically get an ECOWAS Brown card, which means your vehicle now has insurance cover across all West African countries. And if ever it is liable on Nigerian roads for damages to a vehicle from any West African country, the premium to be paid for third-party motor insurance for private car owners, it increased from 5,000 naira to 15,000 naira to enable insurers adequately bear the cost of repairs whenever the need arises. Buy your motor insurance. Please log on to www.niip.ng or visit any licensed insurance company today. This is a public enlightenment message from the Nigeria Insurers Association, NIA.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Insurance Digest is the program, and I still have with me in the studios this morning. I'm talking about Felicia Mustapha, who's the head of marine insurance for Linkage Insurance PLC, and of course we are touching base with that. All right, we did tell you about the update from the Lekki-Ajah corridor, where we have some kind of street protest, which is ongoing at VGC, just by some street urchins, I understand, and that's causing some total blockade of the road on both sides. All right. So those of you within that corridor, you can let us know what's happening. Traffic managers there, keep us posted on what's happening there. Ikeja is still very, very cool and calm. Earlier on, we had some high influx around the Agedingbi and, of course, Latif Jakonde, Wemco. But that influx, or perhaps that first wave of traffic, is now over with, and things are flowing seamlessly. Same for those of you navigating through Awolowo Way, linking up with our lane intersection. It's all looking good at the moment. So we'll be sending you more helpings as well as they come in from time to time. All right, so let's continue with this dialogue, and you can feel free to connect with us at every point in time. If you have any questions that you'd like to throw at my guest this morning, feel free as we reflect on marine insurance, or perhaps you have some other aspects of insurance too that you'd like to bring to our attention. Feel free to do so, and that's on 091-5387-7127. This one just popped in, and it says, "Good morning, Victor. If my goods are being shipped from China to Nigeria, do I need marine insurance?" Victor Obiora. Of course, Victor, maybe you just tuned it, but my guest has said it. that for you to bring in any goods as an importer, you must compulsorily have a marine insurance. Is that correct, Felicia?
Yes, I remember the scenario we painted. We actually used this China.
China as a scenario. That's very, very true. So you now you have to make payment. You have to purchase a marine insurance. 09153877127. This question is for you. It says, if the shipment and goods that are being shipped by air, okay, as opposed to water, do I still need to get insurance cover? Yes, definitely you do need that. I think she talked about that. Now, if I insured a shipment of goods coming from Canada in line with the provisions of the, let's say, extant law, and while the consignment is on board the vessel, I decide to sell the goods to another willing buyer, maybe because I had an emergency need for money, for instance. So if there's a claim, and I need you to answer this is a very, very clinical scenario, Felicia. So if there's a claim on that, would a new owner be able to claim on the policy since the insurance was not bought by him? Will he be able to claim? Is that
That's
possible?
the question to me.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Like we said, marine cargo insurance is generally is attached to insurable interest, first of all. So in this instance, you said the consignment was sold.
Yes, while on board.
Okay, fine, good. Okay, so yes, insurable interest has to play. We assume that immediately the sale, contract of sale took place, there's a shift of insurable interest.
Okay.
Fine. Good, but you need the new owner will need to inform the insurance company, because the insurance company has issued the policy. They've issued their certificate to cover Mr. A.
Right.
Let's assume Mr. Victor now. You are the one that purchased the insurance with us, and you now sold it to another person.
To Michael.
There's no way Linkage will know that you have sold out your interest to that person.
Okay.
So before something like that can happen, insurance is actually assignable, but then the documentation must be done and the insurance company must have accepted before you start lodging any claim. If you don't validate all of that, you cannot lodge a claim.
So I have to inform you first, or is it Michael that will have to inform you?
You have to inform us, yes.
Okay, that I'm transferring this.
You are transferring this, and then the documentation must be done.
Right.
There must be a document to that effect.
So it will have to be changed.
Yes.
So failure to do that,
you cannot make a claim.
Michael cannot make any claims.
He cannot.
All right. So I hope you guys are getting this kind of scenario. There's a message here coming in. This one says, Mrs. Mustapha, what if pirates steal cargo? Is that covered too? Tokwe Tijani is sending this one in. Tokwe, thank you so much. What is he thinking of pirates?
Yes, piracy. Yes. There's it depends. There, like this insurance, the cargo we're talking about, we have different covers.
Okay.
Options of the insurance. So piracy is covered under some. Piracy is not covered under some. So you need to have mentioned that you want piracy covered, and then we'll look at it properly, and then you'll be charged for it. So it's not automatic.
So it's not all perils that are covered.
Yes. Even for all risk insurance, we used to say all risk. All risk is normal. It's not everything that is covered. Okay. Even under the marine cargo, the one that I'm even saying, okay, it's covered, is an extensive cover.
Right.
You still have some things that are excluded. So it's not all the risk on the road or on the sea that is covered.
All right.
Yes.
So what's the penalty? I mean, if I fail to pick up a marine insurance, what's the penalty for failure of complying for this kind of requirements?
Well, so far, let me put it this way. The minimum is 500,000.
Wow.
That is the minimum.
That sounds too small.
It is very small. That's why I said, let me put it this way. It's not, but I'm linking it to that section 67 of the Insurance Act that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, 2004.
So that's why I put it down. But then you have the customs to face
right.
if you don't bring it in.
All right. 08099120777 09153877127. Let me see if I can pop up this mic a bit. All right. So you did say that it's compulsory, right? For those who are in that sort of business, right? It's compulsory for those who are importers, right?
Yeah, it is.
All right. So what are the various types of marine cover options that are available to an importer?
Okay, yeah. For marine insurance, we have you can have a basic cover, just like what I was trying to explain earlier. Now you can have the basic cover, and you can also have the all risk coverage.
Okay.
So, and these covers are actually based on the Institute Cargo clauses that is internationally accepted. So the covers are not Nigerian cover.
Oh, they're internationally.
We have a set of clauses because we have said that marine is international. So what we issue for you in Nigeria is something that should be acceptable in Canada, in China, in any part of the world. Yeah.
All right. Let's take this call.
And again, and aside that, you also have the option of maybe you want a single transit policy. Just as let's assume that it is just like you now. If it's just a one-off shipment that you want to do,
all right,
then you have just a single transit.
Okay.
But
let's see if we can take this call.
Okay.
Do you still have the call? Hello there. Okay, I guess we lost it. Please put your call back at 09153877127. Yes, you were saying?
Okay, so I was saying that the importer also have options. If it's just a one transaction, a single transit transaction for just an individual like me and you, just one item or whatever, you can do just a single transit policy. But the manufacturers that does quite a lot of volume in terms of shipment, they can also have the open cover policy.
All right. Do you have the call now? No. Okay. All right. So
in that case, you don't need to start knocking at the door of the insurance company to issue the certificates.
Right. Okay then. So there's a question here. It says, good morning. Can small importers also get marine insurance, or is it just for big companies?
That's just what I just finished saying now. You can get insurance. That's why I said you can have a single transit voyage cover. Yeah. Even
small companies too, right?
Yes.
All right. 08099120777. This one says, hello, Traffic Radio.
Hello.
Okay, let's take it. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
All right. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Chike.
Chike, where are you calling from?
All right, so I'm calling from Papa.
Papa. All right, Chike, go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to know if you have your goods seized by customs. Does this kind of insurance, does it cover it?
Okay, if your goods are seized by customs.
Customs, yes.
Or confiscated, as the case may be.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that question, Chike. All right, Mustapha, is that covered?
It's not covered.
Why?
Why in the first place? Why would the customs seize your consignment?
Well, maybe because they didn't pay the charges that are assigned to it.
So if you don't do the right thing, you cannot expect insurance to come and cover illegal something that is not right. Let me put it that way. But if you have actually done your insurance before the consignment arrived, and it happens to the consignments are not dangerous goods, they are not drugs. Not drugs. They are not consignments that are banned and stuff like that. There's no reason why the custom should seize your consignment. Yes, there's no reason. The only thing custom will do, when this consignment arrived, is that they can just take one or two items for sampling. You understand? So they can't seize your consignment.
All right, then more messages are coming here for you, Mustapha. 08099120777. This one says, good morning, Victor. If my cargo arrives late, will marine insurance pay for it?
Delay is not covered.
It's not covered.
Let me tell you something. Delay is not covered.
All right, anonymous, because you didn't put your name, but you just heard from Mustapha here. Delays are not covered at all under marine insurance.
And again, let me even also ask, on what circumstances do you want to categorize delay? Yes, because when we talk of that voyage that we're talking about, voyage is from the port of loading to port of destination. Discharge. Right. So it depends now. There's a time frame for consignments to arrive from China to Nigeria.
Okay.
So if it is still in the ordinary course of transit, you cannot be talking of delay. Yeah.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello there.
Hello, good morning, Victor.
Good morning.
Comrade Daniel.
Hey, Comrade Daniel, how you doing?
Good, and you?
Very good too. So let's hear from you, Comrade Daniel.
Yeah, good morning, Madam Mustapha.
Good morning, Colonel.
Okay. Yeah. My question, because understanding marine insurance, we discovered in the past, marine insurance is subsequent to racketeering and fake insurance, marine insurance certificate for the order of the day in the past. As to what is third-party insurance. Today we have third-party insurance that can be viewed, or the genuine ones in the NIDD platform.
All right.
What is to marine insurance certificate, eradicate fake certificates? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So, what are you guys doing? I mean, you were past chairperson of the committee for marine insurance under NIA. What have you been doing to eradicate fake insurance certificates? Talk to me.
Very good.
That's the question Comrade Daniel is asking.
Yes, I understand very well, and I'm glad that now we don't really have much of fake certificates in the market. If the this advocacy program, this is one of the reasons why I said it's remarkable and it's very beneficial.
Okay.
As we're speaking now, you know that you as an importer, you are not supposed to get your marine certificate from just a tout or anybody. We have registered insurance companies, and every registered insurance company operating in Nigeria under the Nigerian Insurance Association are legal companies. They are companies that will fulfill their obligations. So if you get your insurance through any of these companies, the certificate you have are not fake.
Okay.
Then we also have the NID. You mentioned NID.
Yes.
Our certificates are also uploaded on the Nigerian
insurance database.
NID, yes.
It's okay.
So you can also get there and verify.
All right. This one says, good morning, Ma. Does marine insurance cover goods inside containers only, or also loose items? Kalu is sending this one in. Kalu, I don't know if you're an insurance practitioner. Talk to me. So does it cover goods only in the containers or the loose items as well?
Like I said earlier, 90% of the world trade activity is done by sea. So for consignment, we have a lot of categories of consignments. There are some consignments that may not enter into a container, may not be fit into a container.
Right.
And they will have their mode of packaging, the mode of moving them. We have specialized vessels as well.
Okay.
That will carry things like that. So, but if your consignment can go into a container, it will be better you have them coming through in a container, because it will save, it will protect this consignment.
All right. All right, let's begin to wrap this all up now because of time constraints. But I see one question. This one says, good morning, Victor and your guest. Kindly ask your guest, how can fake insurance certificates be detected as to car insurance in the NID platform? Okay, I think it was Comrade Daniel that sent it earlier before he called to ask the question. Let's begin to go home now. So what's your message to our people this morning, Felicia? And how can people really tap into marine insurance? What's your advice?
Yeah, well, my advice is that if you want to import your consignment to Nigeria, ensure that you get advice.
Okay.
Seek expert advice and get your certificate from a registered insurance company.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you in the building. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Victor, and everyone.
Okay then. So, like we always say, if you have any inquiries, you can always link up with the Nigerian Insurers Association, and you can call them on these numbers: 081-7078-4444. That's 081-7078-4444. Or you can send a mail to them. That's info@nigeriainsurers.org. We have to go. The program has been produced by Mike James, and I say a big thank you to Joke Adeyemi, who is head corporate affairs for the Nigerian Insurers Association. Sojioni is controller technical for NIA. We do appreciate you as well. And to the DG herself, that's Mrs. Bola Odukale. All right, then we have to go. Next Tuesday, the program makes a return, but you can catch up with the PG version on Thursday at 1:30. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid day. Bye.